learning along the way, even when it's not fun, learning along the way. Keeping wanting us to reach more potential. And if along the way someone is shut down to the point where they, are depressed and they can't get out, or they're put an end to their lives, they're suicidal, or the trauma is so much that they can't resurrect. It does happen, right? Maybe you've known people like that. I have. Even some near and dear ones. It's really never the end of the story. Even if you yourself have suffered through depression and depressions or whatever. It's never the end of the story. Sometimes we have to be stopped, go through mud, and get like really small and contracted again for a while. I don't know why. I'm not God, and and knows the whole story of why. But I've seen this. I've seen that everybody is in care of the divine and is being guided and intelligently guided every step of the way, even when it doesn't seem like that. I've seen that. And that it cooks us, that we're being cooked, marinated and cooked until we like bust through like a little chick. For those who are in my women's group, bust through and just go, enough. I'm ready to expand and have another experience. But maybe a lifetime could be of being in the muck and mud of contraction. And I'm not saying this is good or bad, but it just seems to be what is. And each person here, even if you've had a pretty good, healthy mental state in your life, one still goes through cycles, right? And we're going to have loss. We're going to have financial concerns, maybe health concerns, losing people, whatever it is. There will be these dips. And we're in Earth School. And we as that are in Earth School. That created Earth, that created this school. That is created this experience. And we are that. And like I said, the feeling of being a me is that, having that feeling. And an impulse to be free is that, having the impulse to be free. Going back home is a journey of that dormant sea waking up, remanifesting its knowing, its understanding, gathering intelligence along the way. It's like, like you've heard about how there are universes upon universes, and we see the different telescopes now that can see this stuff, right? Like these amazing universes upon universe. Well, it feels like God or the immanent or whatever you want. No, well, what is it? The ultimate. I don't know what words to use all the time. It feels like it's continually creating. It's in creation mode. It's filling up nothingness with itself, right? And it's like these pink gases and these stars and these black holes and these, oh my God, moons, and like it keeps breathing itself into, like, how infinite is it? It wants to know itself. Isn't that cool? And so it creates this world where it's knowing, it's learning about itself. It's on a journey. And I think it's good sometimes to see it from this perspective, if it resonates at all for you, because it takes one out of this kind of contracted self, personal self sense. Like it's all up to me. I'm all alone. There's no meaning to this, except what I, create. Me, 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 me. And, spiritual awakening is waking up out of that shell of me to know that there's more. And then it keeps opening, right? And opening and opening and opening and opening and opening. To where one has all these like eyes, thousands of eyes, and lots of little finger sensing, a lot of sensing, lots of eyes, lots of sensing, a heart that is so big that it can contain all the brokenness of life in it. And a body that can take a hit because it's hard, but that is in surrender as much as possible to the fact that it's impermanent. It's not going to last forever. Body has to come to that understanding too, that it is that, and that is part of its law is that it's impermanent. Everything here is impermanent because it likes to apparently start over. Kind of like this, when you're a kid at the beach and you're making sandcastles, the kids, they always want to do it right by the water because they know it's coming. The big wave is coming. Yeah, exactly. Pretending as if that is such a terrible thing, gleefully pretending that it's such an awful thing that their hard work has all been taken down. And then just happily starting over somewhere else. Right? As the tide comes in. Do you remember that for yourself, maybe? Makes me want to be at the beach right now. With you all. And, starting over and just say, why am I less invested with this? Why am I happily not invested in it? Just pretend I'm invested and then happy when it goes down. But why am I so invested with everything else in my life all the time? So invested with everything working out the way I think it should. And in dismay as the body starts falling apart. It's understandable. I mean, we get used to a certain thing and then it doesn't work as well anymore for those who are older here. Your knees start hurting a little bit or whatever it is, whatever one's weak points, the eyes, maybe the mind or whatever it is. Bit by bit, God is taking things away from us so that we can let go at the end more peacefully. Hopefully, it takes things away as we get filled more with spirit, more understanding of what we really are, which makes it so poignantly beautiful to be here. The love that we get to share and the beauty that exists makes it so poignantly rich when you know that we're in time. And so it makes the immanence so beautiful. Hopefully kindness, loving kindness comes in for oneself and realize that we're really doing the best we can and that we're fundamentally loving. And that's really the most important thing is this love. not so much about things or youthfulness, or, you know, like the real stuff starts to become more important than the more superficial things that one enjoys. But with that which is more part of the eternal nature of God is what starts to become manifest and known. Love, real beauty, the beauty of authenticity. Just appreciation, gratitude. These kind of qualities can surface as we let go more of the personal self, the needs that we have as a personal self, and wanting to protect and possess and all that stuff. That's an immature quality of God in a way, and it's like it's part of being of its birthing. And then that sheath falls away, needs to fall away, or else we will just be very unhappy, right? Trying to hold on to certain things being the way we think they should be.